Hey, 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 welcome to the second episode of The Fact That We're Your hosts.
Welcome back, everybody.
We're back.
We're back. Your hosts are back.
and
Wait,
better.
I couldn't introduce us. Victoria, Lucas, and I'm Emma. And we're
And
back.
the OJs
Emma.
already know that.
Today
That's
she
true.
is Emma.
Today I
Finally.
am Emma.
Today
And
you're
I'm-
Emma.
How are you guys?
I'm actually doing really well. I'm really excited for the semester to somewhat come to an end. 4 more colloques to go for me. So I'm hyped, I'm exhausted, I'm ready. How are you
wait.
guys?
I just
Wait.
started the semester and Lucas is like, I'm finishing.
How are you almost finished?
Yeah.
I don't know. Most of my courses this semester have been relatively short. So I have the last colloquium coming up on the 2nd of December. And
He gives his
Yeah.
entire schedule.
no, the thing is, I have a little post-it here by my window. You guys, you probably have seen it at some point. I always have a little snippet of a post-it with all my important dates for colloquiums. But yeah, it's not like I'm super organized.
I
you know
just
me.
had I just had a cardio colloque yesterday and I passed.
I love that you're surprised.
I'm
Yeah.
so surprised. I
She's
was
like,
I
I
have to
passed?
pass it before I talk to my homies.
Okay, I love that for you.
Mhm.
That's dedication, and
We're
we
so
respect
proud of
it.
you. We're so
But
proud of you.
how are you guys? How are you? You know what I mean?
Yes, how are you? It's been forever since
How's
we
your
talked.
week been? How's your week been?
My week was great. It was eventful. There's no more I feel like there's no more COVID in Germany for some reason. It's coming back. It's coming back.
back. I've heard it on the news that it's really getting
But last week, I was just living my life. My
Mhm.
backyard was on fire.
Oh my God.
was.
What?
It
really
was.
was.
It was. I feel like these are just stories that classically, like when other people tell you about these things, you're like, oh my God.
Mhm.
And it happened to me, and I was sitting with a group of friends, and I told them, and they weren't surprised it happened to me. And I was
The
like,
thing is, I think people are so used to the craziest of things happening to you that it's like it takes a lot to shock them, you know?
yeah. Because
But
I can
come here. Now I need to know the story now. You've been hyping this up for a couple of days now.
That's
I need
true.
to know the story
We've
now.
known this for a week, but still haven't really known it. Okay, so
okay, so this is what happened. It's Tuesday. It's last Tuesday.
Mhm.
I'm doing my little bedtime routine because I've started being that girl. You know what I'm saying? I almost
That girl.
cursed, but I caught myself. So you know what I wanted to say.
We all know it starts with B and ends with itch.
Mhm. Mhm.
I got the itch, but I stopped it. Oh my God, that was a dad joke, and I'm really sorry about it. So I'm getting to bed because it was my friend's birthday on Wednesday, and I was like, I need to prepare. Like I made brownies, my present was ready.
Oh my God,
I had
the
class in the
brownies.
morning, and it's midnight, and somebody rings the doorbell, and I'm like, who is this? I'm not answering the door.
Oops.
Obviously,
Of
like
course not.
I'm sleeping. This is not presentable.
Exactly.
And good thing I have roommates because she answered the door and she just yells to the apartment, girls, the backyard is on fire.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
Wait.
Like-
Why does that sound like a Hannah Montana scenario? Like, I would find that a Disney Channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, and she was so not phased. It wasn't like, oh my God, get your things. She was like, girls, the backyard is on fire.
Grab your horses and run.
And
I love
so
that.
I just put on my coat, grabbed my phone because everybody asked me, like, what did you take? Did you take your valuables? Did you
Of
take your
course.
computer? No, I didn't take anything. My other roommate forgot her keys and her phone. But there was a fire, you know.
Priorities?
She's
I don't
like,
know.
I need this MacBook for my podcast.
Did you honestly take the MacBook for the
No,
podcast?
I didn't. I
Okay.
only took my
Okay.
phone. And we walked downstairs, and I'm like, oh, it's like really misty out. It's kind of creepy. First time I saw all my neighbors.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah, that was
Great
great.
time to bond.
It was
Beautiful
amazing.
dressing. Love
Yeah,
that.
the
I looked
Keelsters.
my
I call them
absolute
the
best.
Keelsters.
The Keelsters. It was great. Demographics all over the place.
Mhm.
We're down there, and I'm like, oh, it's not too bad. There's like 2 policemen, no fire truck. I'm like,
Oh.
my backyard is on fire. Like I can't hear any sirens.
It is on fire.
And they start like clearing the scene, and suddenly it just like goes up, and there's this smoke that hit me, and I'm like, I need to like evacuate, you know, and I was already outside, so I didn't really know where to go, but it was fine. And then the next thought in my brain was, oh my God, it's my friend's birthday, because it was midnight. I literally go into a corner, like backyard on fire. I don't know what's happening. Didn't hear anything. Still no sirens, no fire truck, nothing. And I start making a voice message, like singing happy birthday to her.
That is the Hannah Montana story.
Because that's the type of friend I am.
That's the kind of social level you've achieved.
She's like, I'm almost getting 2nd-degree burns, but I'm finna tell this girl happy birthday.
Still pushing through, still making all my ticks on my to-do list.
No, still like trying to eliminate my WhatsApp messages, like keeping on track.
Also, how many?
The count?
Yes. Update us. Let us know.
I really tried for the podcast.
So for those of you who don't know, sorry for interrupting, who don't know, Emma's, okay, so this is going to be a weekly thing. We're going to record Emma's unread messages every single week and how many she has, in hopes of declining that number and reducing it to 0.
Oh my
God. I don't think 0 is ever going to be it, but you know, a girl
let's just keep the goal below 50.
Okay, so let's do guesses. I'm saying 5.
Okay.
5? No, I'm going to go higher. I'm going to go say 13.
Odd number vibes.
13. Okay. I'm going to go 13.
Are you guys ready? Oh my God.
7 or 5?
Are you ready?
Or 3?
Oh my God. I only have 3 unread messages.
What?
I said 3.
What?
That's insane.
How did that happen?
I have been on top of it, guys.
Oh my God.
But also, you've responded very much quicker. Like, I've noticed.
I was actually surprised about that.
Thank you guys.
So actually, the time management
and
video
that's on
is
self-improvement.
Is it like a secret we need to know about?
Yeah, but like, yes.
Like you watched last time we recorded, you had just watched the time management video, and I reckon that must have just done the trick.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh
Maybe it's also because I have way more time and way less friends where I just moved to. But you know what? We're going to stay positive, and we're going to say it was the time management
Let's look
video.
at the
We're going to, yes, absolutely.
We're going to just run with that story. So, okay, my backyard is on fire.
Yes. All right.
Wishing her happy birthday.
Wishing happy birthday. Literally, I sang first, and then I was like, yeah, so the reason I'm like singing right now, and I gave it my all, you know, it was like,
absolutely, I don't doubt that.
I was just
I can literally see you like the scenery of like horror movies, and you're just like, guys, everybody quiet, I'm gonna do a solo now. And happy birthday to you.
I literally used it as like my music video background. The dramatic effect.
The scenery, I can imagine.
Like the meme where the girl's just standing in front of the house, super chill, the house is on fire.
That was me.
That was Emma.
And I was also singing happy birthday in the process. So, okay. And
a star was born that night.
Oh my God. Oh my God, thanks. She was
in the middle of the flames.
In the middle of flames with some smoke up in her lungs, but she was still singing at full capacity. So that's
it's what made her original.
And then the fire department comes.
Oh wow,
no siren, nothing, and I'm like, guys.
Thank you for not ruining my birthday song.
Yeah. Thank you for like acknowledging my star power and not interrupting.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, guys, we're fine. Go back upstairs.
But like the flames were still shooting or what?
I was kind of trying to look like through the window, like my face was like plastered against
oh my God, I can imagine
the window because they told us not to open the window, and I was like, I need to see because my bike is there.
Oh my!
And
the priorities. Like I mean, the whole house could set on fire. People could die, and Emma's just like, but my bike is there.
No, because
someone go save my bike.
The bike I have is my mom's bike from college. So it has like sentimental value.
She has her bike from college still. What a legend!
Oh my God, yes, I know, and it's like it's such an awesome bike. It's kind of a bit rusty and crusty, but I love
those
it.
are the best. Those are the best.
Rusty,
but I didn't
crusty,
want it.
But we need her. We need her, you know.
and I didn't want her to
Mhm.
get more rusty and crusty, like be a pile of ashes. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about my bike.
The
Yeah.
pile of ashes. Okay.
So then the next morning, I still haven't heard anything. It's a week later. I haven't heard anything about this fire, but I go
But you
downstairs
checked on
to
the
check.
bike, right? First thing in the morning.
Obviously, I had to
Obs.
take that bike.
She's like, is it an Ash or is it a bicycle?
Is it rideable?
So
Yeah.
what happened? My bike is fine.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Your
But then-
backyard? No.
My bike
Imagine it
was.
wouldn't have been.
Your backyard? Completely distracted.
But you know what? I cared about the bike. But the
Right.
thing was, like,
Mm.
so somebody or something happened. So a trash can was on fire. This homie melted to the floor. Just, you know,
Smooth.
nobody
Smooth.
had picked him up. Like, he was-
Okay.
And I look into the pile of ashes, and there's this Italian Christian book laying there open, like open.
Untouched, I
Y'all need
reckon.
Jesus. Like, y'all needed Jesus at that point, and he was like, I'm gonna be here for y'all.
You know,
I'm
I
gonna
love
stand
that.
out, guys.
In the midst of the fire.
I love that you have that vibe, because my vibe was like, the Godfather is sending me a message. Like, this is a message from the mafia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
But I respect that.
Okay. Maybe I
But
watched
like,
too many
actually, the
movies.
fact that the Italian mafia is kind of everywhere, so like, it is very likely they are in Kiel. You know,
Lucas is like, you're talking about my people?
it's like, no,
exclusive?
that's dead ass serious. Like, I would
shout
not
out
wanna
shout
fuck
out to
with
the
it.
listeners in Italy.
Oh my god, I just cursed, guys. I just cursed.
Oh
We
my
need
god.
a huge bleeper on that one. My mom's gonna go apeshit crazy on me, but if she hears that,
Oh my god, on that, like, the feedback on our first episode.
Insane. Thank you
like
so
my
much for the
mom,
positive.
literally, my mom texted me, like, she had listened to the podcast, and then she texted me very early in the morning. She texted me, just listen to your podcast, thumbs up. And I was like, okay, like, did you like it?
Mhm.
Because like, she had given no information whatsoever whether she liked it or not. She was just like, listen to it, thumbs up, yo. And then I was just like, yeah, so did you like it? And she was just like, yeah, I thought it was lovely, very funny. But then she was like, but Lucas, your language.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh, this is when my work becomes smaller and
fact
hers just
that-
about to blow up, you know what I mean?
We didn't even hear what you said, but he's like, we need to bleep that out. You know?
Yeah.
2 minutes ago. But I mean, anything
Mhm.
I don't know what you said. Like, I really don't.
I don't know, but I know you can't repeat it.
Yeah.
I will
that-
not repeat. I
like-
shall not repeat it because the aura.
Guys,
The aura.
the fact that, like, can we just talk about how dark it is also? Like,
Oh my god.
4 p.m.
Don't get me
already dark.
started. 4 p.m. already started. Like,
Am
it's
I
already
on-
dark. Also, the fact that it's 9 a.m. and it's getting, like, there's sunrise happening, and you're just like, don't you want to come up a bit earlier if you're going down that early already?
But
You know,
like,
it's like,
why do I
uh-uh.
feel like I'm on planet Mars in the Interstellar movie? Like, it never
Right.
gets light. Like, I'm just seeing the same thing.
Yeah, same here. It's getting, like, the sunrise is super late, sunset is super early, and then in between, it's just super cloudy here. It's super rainy. Like, it's raining cats and dogs basically every day. And I'm just
Cats
like
and
here
dogs.
all day long with lights on in the house to study, to do whatever. And it's just, my mental state is just saying, Lucas, ain't for
But,
me
like,
today, you know what I'm
The
saying?
fact that this has been my life for 24 years. If you guys don't know, I'm from Sweden.
Mhm.
My fellow homies right here are southern part of the world. I mean, more south than what I am.
Mhm.
I'm on in the
I love how I'm like in the most northern part of Germany. She's like, she's a southern
sis,
girl.
I'm a northern girl. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And like,
Mhm.
the fact that I've never seen sun for more than a month in total in my entire life existed.
What?
That's how I feel, but obviously that's not the truth.
You
But
travel.
like, I
Oops.
never get to see the sun, and I need that vitamin D. And I haven't even traveled this year.
Don't we all,
So
girl?
like, can y'all pray for
Don't
me?
we all?
We need a holiday.
We need a holiday. But on the topic of holiday, guys, what's your ideal holiday? Are you a pool girl? Are you a beach girl? Are you even maybe, oh my god, maybe let's get started. What's your favorite season? Because I think from that we can already go, like,
Oh,
see
cute.
what you're
Okay.
into. Emma, what's your favorite season?
I feel like that's a difficult one. I'm a winter baby, So
Really?
I do love Christmas. This
Obviously,
is
who
Christmas the
doesn't?
season. It is to me. Okay.
Mhm,
And
mhm,
it's coming, like, put on your Mariah Carey, like, I'm there. You know what I mean? She made
mhm,
one hit. Like, I love it. I love that
mhm.
for her. But I also am a California girl, so I love summer,
Of course.
obviously, but also fall fashion. So I feel like
Oh.
I don't have an answer to this question. I'm just realizing now.
The fact that she said all the seasons,
Except for spring. She didn't
Except
go
for
with
spring.
spring.
But
She
I
just said
do love like spring when it's just starting up. I feel like okay, I have an answer. Fall and spring more like fashion vibes because you have like cute coats and sweater. Winter for the Christmas, summer is
Mhm.
life.
The fact that you had four things to
fact
choose
that-
from, and you're just like, I'm taking them all, guys. Like, nothing
She's
being
like-
lost here. I'm taking it all. I'm
yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
But Victoria, how about you?
I don't know, like I'm a summer child, but like can I
Mhm.
just say that I hate being warm and I hate being cold. I need that perfect
Mhm.
temp. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that perfect temp needs to be with me at all times.
Mhm.
I've lived in Sweden for way too long and I feel like I'm just over it. I'm over the cold. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say winter, although I do like the Mariah Carey season.
I love that it
Christmas.
turns like
season.
into the Mariah Carey season from
Season.
Christmas. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say summer, but summer I'm talking May, June, not July, although I'm born in July.
Right.
Okay.
The reason why it's because it's like the perfect transition from spring into summer. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
it's not too warm, or maybe May, April. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So I'm doing mixed spring and summer. That's my final answer.
Mm.
What about
It's a
you?
good time. It's a good season. It's
It
a good
is.
season.
It is
I
very-
honestly, I just bloody love autumn. Just because, like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm one of those people. I also don't like it too hot, neither too cold.
yeah.
But like the colors, can we
Yes.
talk about the colors? Can we appreciate the colors of the trees, the plants? Like this red, orange, yellowish. That's just my vibe. And
Mhm.
honestly, like the fact that I absolutely love autumn, but I have never been, and for those of you that don't know, Sigulda here in Latvia is like very famous for its different colors in autumn of the trees. It's like a natural resort area.
The fact I
that
didn't know
love
that.
both of them, and I've never been there. Like I have been to Sigulda, but never in autumn. I have been in spring, I have been in summer, and I've been in winter, but never in autumn when it's the time to go there. Can you believe it?
Why don't you go like
Wait,
this
why
weekend?
did that just sound like a remix? Like your voice just blew. He's like Sigurda. Sigulda, yeah, never been there.
It's crazy, isn't it? But like the colors, guys, that's my jam. That's my jam.
But I agree with Emma. Like fashion wise, autumn definitely.
Yeah.
And spring.
Mm-hmm.
But I also
Cold
like spring
season.
because it's Persian New Year then.
Mhm.
So it's really cool. But also like, are we like season analysts? Like the fact that we're just analyzing different seasons.
Right.
I love us.
That we couldn't decide at all, and we were like, everybody picked an answer. Oh, I mean, Lucas gave like the most
Lucas
accurate.
gave
I
one.
gave one answer.
I gave 2 and 1.5, and Emma goes all 4.
She goes all in. She's like all or nothing, guys.
Guys, you need to practice gratefulness in every season. Yeah.
Hashtag appreciation. Hashtag love for nature. Hashtag Mother Earth, the best. Right.
That's
the vibe I'm going for.
Can
but
we
then,
end our podcast on that? Like hashtag Mother Earth, you're the best.
Are we ending now?
No. But I mean,
Oh my god, no. Way too early. So much
Way
more to
too
discuss.
early, guys. We're not done yet.
No.
Okay. So we established season. The thing, though, I guess, like moving to Latvia, that was intense because it gets dark here early too. Like I don't know how you survive Sweden.
Yeah, no idea.
Because
Nope.
it gets even darker earlier. Like I remember my Italian friends in Riga just being in winter depression.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And then you had to wake up again. You know what I mean? Like it's 2 p.m. I felt like I'm waking up again, and then I couldn't fall asleep because it was like the night was my day. I was
the night
lost.
was my day.
It doesn't change after all.
So poetic. But yeah, but like if you move to Sweden, you will most likely move out in 2 days.
I
It's
reckon.
always dark, always. But
Mhm.
Riga, we have more sunlight. I'm gonna be honest.
But I thought like Sweden also has the seasons where it doesn't get dark. Or like
Who told you that, sis? Because I need some references. That is
She's
such
like,
a-
who spilled that tea?
That is the most invalid statement.
But what about like midsummer?
I mean, the summers are nice, sure. Yeah.
But let's just state the fact here. In midsummer, it doesn't get dark.
Yes.
I know,
Not-
that's what I'm
Precisely.
saying.
No light.
Precisely.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are looking at the glass half full, which I'm going to do now. The summers never get dark. That's true. I mean, basically, we have 2 seasons, summer and winter.
But so I was right. So it doesn't get dark in the summer.
It doesn't, but
No.
it isn't perfect weather at all times.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, sis?
Yeah.
Well, it's super far north in
Yeah.
comparison to like other countries. So
But the fact that like I lived in the northern hemisphere, like in the most northern part of Europe, and we need to talk about it that on the podcast. I worked in Norway for 2 months.
Oh yeah, that was so random.
I
And
was
I
oh my
love
god,
that.
I remember that.
By the
Them
North
snap.
Pole.
No, it wasn't snaps. It was the Instagram group where we send the videos. Where Emma
Where
was
we
like
sent the
barely
videos.
present. Like the fact that I sent once a picture in, I don't know what it was about no more, but I was like I remember saying something like, I wonder when Emma's gonna see that, or if Emma's gonna see that, and then like Emma's like, oh my god, I saw that, and like in the chat, like type, not even a photo or anything, just like, I saw that, and I was just like, yeah, that was like 3 weeks ago. that's like the availability we are used to from Emma. That's why
Right.
maybe also referencing to how many open like unread messages she has. Like she is that unavailable most.
But she's
a
on
lot
her
of
grind. She's like, let's give it to her. She's been on her grind.
Oh my god,
the
thank
past
you.
couple
She
of
has
weeks.
been on her grind, and I'm so proud of you, Emma. You deserve a cookie.
Oh my
You
god,
do.
thanks.
That
You're
good.
welcome.
Oh my god, I want it to be chocolate chip, thank you. Or peanut
Yeah.
butter.
Oh my god.
But like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
I
gets me
mean,
back in the setting. Girl, I miss your brownies here, you know?
yeah.
Like them brownie deliveries, where they're made.
Okay, guys, so most people listening will know my brownies probably.
Oh my god, the brownies, guys. And if you don't, I'm so sorry for you.
You will know.
You're
them.
missing out.
And I love that my brownies, I don't know. So the thing is, I know they're good, but I
They're
didn't know they
amazing.
were that good. That like people actually in Riga asked me if there were drugs in them. Like people talk about my brownies like I'm just making them special brownies. I do deliver them like special brownies. I always put them in like
aluminium foil.
Yes, into like the foil. It looks like a little packet of drugs.
Honestly, even the presentation is like lit when it comes to her brownies. Not just the taste, the looks, the smell, the presentation, the delivery, the company.
Personalized message.
Personalized message, not to forget.
Yeah.
So I like sometimes in Riga I would hop on my bike. It was a different bike. Okay, it's not the same bike.
Okay.
It was Amelie's bike.
It was Amelie's bike. Yes, it was also a passed on bike to me.
Okay. Lovely.
I tend to only ride bikes where like other like people's butts I've known have already like
that was so
that
specific.
bike.
Right.
It is very
the fact that we're already talking about other people's bums here. Hashtag explicit or what?
Oh my god. Also it's not cursing. I'm really proud.
Needs to be a quote.
I've done one curse word so far. Mom, if you're listening so far, I made you proud.
Shout out to Lucas' mom.
Except for that one swear word that we couldn't hear at all.
I bet you all I own, she picked up on it. I bet you.
We couldn't even hear it, but she heard it. She heard it right now.
I'm sure she did.
The fact that I got post. I need to like get my toner. Like I bought a toner and now it's by my house. A skincare toner, that is.
Wait, what just happened?
Wait, what? I am so confused.
I ordered guys, can I just say, like, I've bought an entire skincare line. Like, I'm starting to take care of my skin.
Me too.
Oh my god, when you said I bought a line, I thought like you made it, like you bought it and now you're making yours.
Will happen soon,
that's for the future.
The fact that I went from a cleanser and a moisturizer to like a serum, a toner, you know what I mean? Like 45-step routine.
The fact that I don't even know what most of these things do.
Also, do you wear sunscreen? Yes or no?
Excuse me. White skin, slightly red hair, British jeans. Doesn't that
Yes.
basically spell it for you?
Guys, you need it. Like, you need that in your life.
Like
Anyone
when I go
listening?
to the beach or literally anywhere outside, I wear like sun protection level 50 plus or 50 plus plus, depending on what I get.
Yeah.
Go out half an hour, no shirt, and I come back as a tomato. Like I reapply sun lotion 3 to 4 times a day.
Wow.
Like
But the
otherwise,
fact
I
that you
turn
have
out to
to
be a
wear it
crab.
at home too, like at home, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Like even if you have like a genetics class and your windows be up, you still like even if
No.
you're at home, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
that I don't do.
What just happened? Like, how did we get to toners? I'm
The fact,
confused.
but like the post guy is here and he just left it by my
Oh.
house.
Now?
But I can't go
Wow.
now.
That's so late.
I know, but they were like, we're gonna deliver it between 5 to 10. I'm like, sure, sis.
To 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
Wow.
be giving
That's some real
toner.
motivation right there.
Wow. Get
is.
that skincare, girl. Also,
From
like,
yeah.
what about, I mean, I hate when they're like, okay, we're gonna deliver something from 8 to
Super
8.
stressful.
And you're like, I'm not there.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like anxiety, I don't know. Like I don't want that. Give me a
And then
time,
you're that
you know what I
creep,
mean?
like just staring out of your window.
Yeah. It like messes up your whole day.
Yeah.
Because like all you think about is like, oh my god, what if I miss him? Like when I actually hoover for like 2 minutes, I'm like, I literally turn on within just 2 minutes. I turn off the hoover. I'm like, did I hear a doorbell?
The
No.
word Hoover. So,
that was
It's
so
a vibe.
formal. But
It's a vibe, guys.
the fact that sometimes like just the British American, like I really have to
Mhm.
think about it, and then you keep talking, and then I'm like, oh, he's vacuuming.
guys, can I
The
just
thing
mention
that I
Emma
was
knows?
as a child, I was obsessed with hoovers. Mom, back me up here if you're hearing this. I was the amount of plugs my mom gets in this episode. I was obsessed with hoovers. Like when my mom would clean or like hoover anything, I would literally always expect to watch A, the Teletubbies, and B, I would fall asleep. Like I was that child that when you turn on the sound of a hoover, I would fall asleep. And even in my teenage years, I had trouble sleeping, and I would go on YouTube and turn on the sound of a hoover, and I would fall asleep. This is such a random thing, but that's like the originality that screams my name. You know what I mean?
I wish you could see Victoria's reaction right
Yeah,
now.
Victoria's
because
just
he
like,
just didn't
this
move
guy-
for 2
you
minutes.
weird guy.
This guy goes on telling us he sleeps with Hoover noises.
Not anymore, but I did it for like for a certain amount of time.
Imagine Lucas just meditating with Hoover noises, just like
Maybe it was like a type of what do you call that? Why can I not think of words? Sometimes my brain just is like, you guys just looking at me like
Emma just goes for people listening. She just goes like, "What was that?"
I don't like even the motion she did in front of her eyes.
I
like
can't even
Emma, we need to know. We need to know.
I wanted to say hypnosis. So if you grow up speaking 2 languages, sometimes your brain only has one word in one language. There's no other option that it gives you, or it's just blank and I just see images. Maybe that's just me. But you know
it's not
how
just
like
you, it's a thing.
It's all of us.
No, I can't think of the word again.
The pendulum?
Yeah.
Hypnosis.
You know, so I was like swinging my arm right now in front of these guys trying to find the word, and they're like, what is she doing?
Being hypnotized by
like the fact that I have a friend, he lives in Brussels, plugs to you, Ali. He actually he does professional he's a professional hypnotist, and he does the most incredible things. Like he has given me so many tools, like how to get rid of headaches, and like just a quick session of hypnosis. It's absolutely amazing. He also has his own business. And I think him as a guest star, that would be divine for us. He made a friend of his speak Russian that has never spoken Russian in his life before, and he spoke flawless Russian. Honestly, bloody amazing, that guy and his
Can I just
skills.
say, like, I've taught myself to self-hypnotize, and I support that guy. And I really encourage you guys to do it too. It's so interesting because you can tap into that subconscious mindset and literally like diminish that anxiety. Dead
Yeah.
ass.
So
Mhm.
important.
Dead ass. But yeah, like
Us just like being in a state of hypnosis, just thinking about this.
Literally, my first thought just now was like, "Oh my god, did she leave us into hypnosis? Is she gone?"
Us just all staring into dead silence. Like,
but
us
also,
contemplating
that's
our
very
whole
rare.
life.
That's a rare occurrence, like for us to just be quiet.
Right?
That's
So rare. So rare.
I also never thought that like the story of my backyard being on fire would lead to us speaking about hypnosis
and
and
hypnosis.
toners.
But I
But
think
here we are.
I think at this point in time, I think it's the right moment to introduce a segment of our podcast we call it the Story Time with Emma. Emma, we were giving a little snippet of a story that I absolutely do need to hear. And the first time you were at a club in Kiel, I just need to hear about it. Give us the juice.
Okay, guys. Also, I love that it's like story time with Emma. Please
Mhm.
add all of your stories
like lay
as
the
well.
setting.
I feel like I just have bizarre things happening to me all the time. So I went to the club. So my roommate actually works at a club here. She got me in for free. I was like, bless. Okay, number one.
That's so hard.
Mhm.
That's so soul.
So, for the people that don't know, Kia is like right by the water. There's a lot of like ship people, you know what I'm saying? And I walk into this club. So the first thing is like, you know, you get a stamp. It was an anchor. Like, you know, with
That's
like
cool.
with like a heart. I was like, I don't know if I feel this vibe, but like let's keep going. So I keep walking through. There's a ship in the club.
A ship in the like a full-blown ship.
I'm not surprised though. Like that sounds normal.
You know, with like that woman in front, like super dramatic. You know how like a ship, like in front. I can't speak. What are words?
What?
He's like, you know, like a ship. Like, yeah.
But like, what size of a ship are we talking about here?
I mean, it was more of like half a ship because you could go up and then you could actually like use the steering wheel. Is that what you call it on a ship? Is it also steering wheel? Us not knowing anything about
people probably like yelling the answer out now.
It's like it's like in Dora the Explorer. You're like, can you see it? And they all see it, and I can't.
We can't see it.
If anyone knows the answer, plug us on Instagram. The fact that official, Twitter. The fact that subscore. Hit us up.
The helm.
Okay, so there was. Okay, I feel like nobody will know what that is, but there was a steering wheel. I was so into it. Like, I think the people in Kia were like, "Who's this girl? She's definitely not from here." Like, nobody cared about the ship. Like, it was the most normal thing. And I was up there like dancing with the steering wheel. I was just like getting at it, like turning that
helm,
wanting to curse that helm.
Oh my god,
that
iconic
each
scene.
Direction. And just like whipping and nay in it, like
oh my god, love it, love it.
And I
iconic
to go there when you come visit me.
Absolutely.
But also like similar to the backyard, like no one caring, or like low key kind of just acting as if it's just there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know,
like, you know, it just
what
happened.
On the planet.
And
but like you just singing the birthday song, and then now it's just like a boat. You're dancing on a boat.
What a dramatic week.
It
what a dramatic week, honestly. And the most exciting thing I have done in the past 7 days, going to the shop and get groceries.
How was that for you?
Them locked on live.
Oh my god.
Honestly, within the past, like the last time I went on a walk was on Saturday. It's Friday now for the reference, Friday evening. I went on Thursday to go to the shop yesterday, and that's the only time I have left the house.
What?
That's the only time we are in lockdown here, you know. We are not per se in lockdown. We have a curfew that we cannot go out at night. We need to be home by 8 p.m. But like for whatever reason, my life was just like my brain is just like, okay, we're in a curfew. COVID situation is bad out there. Let's just like quarantine at home for like no reason, for like absolutely no reason. But like I'm going out this weekend to get mulled wine. You know. Oh my god, yes.
That was so random.
'Tis the season.
Which actually was a suggestion by my cardiology teacher. he was just like, yo, guys, he plugged the shop. It was like all about it. He was like, yo, you need to get a mulled wine there. It's amazing. Take away, go get it. COVID allows you to.
And if COVID allows, you know,
No,
that
COVID does
COVID
allow you to, like,
allows?
because it's like a takeaway shop and you can take
Okay.
everything takeaway here in Latvia. So I'm low-key hyped for it because now it's like November, the mulled wine season is kicking in, and my liver is just like,
Your liver is getting ready.
oh, I'm so getting ready.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about that yesterday was Diwali?
Oh my God! Happy
For
Diwali
all
to all the
non-Indians here, Diwali is basically the celebration of New Year's, kind of. And my friend, she actually invited us over because she has a family here. And let me just plug that family. The food her mom and dad and brother made, amazing, amazing. And the fact that they made so much that everybody there, we were three people that, no, two people that were there, two people that were invited to that celebration. We walked home with massive Tupperware filled with Indian food. It was just heaven to me.
I wish I was there.
Amazing. And she made pakora for me. Pakora is like the most amazing starter you can have when it comes to Indian cuisine. Also, what's your favorite cuisine? Now that we're like on the topic.
Lucas is going
randomly.
full on interview. Like,
Yeah, Lucas is just like,
I need to know
But
because
wait,
like
can
food
we-
is life for me.
Can we just say
And-
Happy Diwali first? Like to all of our Indian
Well,
listeners.
belated.
Listeners,
Because
we
belated.
actually had
It's
we
Friday.
1% of our listener, population, they were from India, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
if you're listening, we love you.
We
Yes,
love you.
happy belated Diwali at this point. Well,
That's
also
right.
at the current point already.
That's right, sis.
That's right. Also, like, Lucas will be eating that Indian food, so he does not have to leave the house for like 3 weeks.
Oh my
You know
God,
what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
blessing. It is a blessing. It is a blessing.
It is incredible.
It is incredible. Like,
Oh my God. Favorite cuisine?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm Persian. I love Persian food.
I was just gonna say, you eat a lot
Uh,
of Persian.
guys,
I see
it's
that from your
insane.
Instagram.
Yeah, it's insane. I need to invite you guys over.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely incredible. I think I am a foodie, so all types
Mhm.
of foods except for pork. I just don't like pork.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. Everything is my answer.
She's
No,
like,
but
I'm
dead
taking it
ass,
all.
the biggest foodie.
She's
Dead
like, I'm
ass.
taking it all, leaving you guys the pork.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
the poor swine.
Maybe Italian food I do really like. Yeah.
Same.
Like
But who
burrata.
doesn't?
Yeah, but like, you know, the small dishes like the mozzarella and like
The mozzarella. I
paneer.
love the pronunciation coming in here.
She turns
The
Italian.
I turned full on Italian. I just transitioned. But like
Mhm.
the burrata, like the
Ooh,
burrata.
yes.
Yes.
Burrata.
Burrata.
I'm Italian, obviously.
I watch
Cranberry
our
bread.
fellow Italian, that 1% of Italians listening out, they're gonna be like, oh my God.
Like their
Yeah.
ears
Oh
are
my God.
bleeding right now.
Just
They're
so
bleeding.
much wrong with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're really sorry. Please teach us. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like, guys, have you had cranberry bread? Speaking of food, like bread with cranberries in it. It's in
What?
Mm.
with
That sounds
pesto,
amazing and yet
mozzarella.
exotic.
It's so like it's exotic
Ooh.
but low key not. But like bread, a little bit of pesto. We do mozzarella. We do tomato, basil, olive oil, salt,
Yes,
balsamico.
yes.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
Yes.
Oh my God. I know them Italians have their ear bleeding at the moment, but like that sounds so good.
Yeah, yeah. They're
So
like
good.
ripping their ears off, but like they're like, who's this girl talking about this?
Oh my
But
God.
it's so
Bless.
good.
It sounds.
Bless the food on this planet, honestly.
Emma, what's your favorite cuisine?
I feel like Italian for sure.
Yeah.
I also really like Middle Eastern food.
Yes,
Mhm.
queen.
Mhm.
But I'm like, again, this is like with the seasons, I just can't decide. I'm like the
She's
worst
like, I'm
decision
off.
maker ever, because then I'm like, oh my God, and then I think of like a schnitzel, and I love that.
Oh.
Or I feel like just certain things. Also, I
Mhm.
just love when, like in Riga, because we had so many multicultural friends, like when they
Yeah.
would make their food
Yeah.
from home, like that was just such a gift. Like I always loved that. and it like tied you to the person,
Mhm.
and that made
Yeah.
it like an experience. Me just
Mhm.
talking about food, like it changed my life, but it did.
But it did. It
It
did.
did.
And
Oh my god, I'm so ready for big
Oh.
potluck.
I'm super hungry now,
Amazing.
but it's fine.
But like,
Mhm.
I need a full-on German dish. Like, I've
Oh.
had German food. I've been to Munich, and I had the schnitzel. I liked it, but I want the real deal. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
we can provide. Also,
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I literally worked selling currywurst.
What? That should be in the next episode. Definitely.
That's
I need
an
to hear that
Emma
story.
time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The new segment on the fact that.
But what's still missing for me is like, Victoria, what was your week like? Is
I
there
don't know,
story
man.
time?
It was good. There was a lot of things. I mean, it was fine. It was very stressful, I would say. It was a combination of like cardio stress, but
Mhm.
also like excited for the podcast stress,
Mhm.
but not
Absolutely.
stress, excitement.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I just had kind of an aha moment where I was talking to someone.
Mhm.
Maybe mention in future episodes too. But I was talking to someone about conflict resolution, and like it was super interesting because for me, I don't know about you guys, like we just transitioned into this from like bratwurst to like full on talking about conflict.
Love the transition.
But like it is. But like I wanted to share because like I was talking about conflict resolution, and I told them, I was like, I'm not the best at it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
sometimes I want to get my opinion out there and it's hard for me to like be quiet about it.
Right.
And I was like, I don't want people to feel like sometimes in conflicts, I don't know, I just don't want to be quiet. Like I want to be vocal about it. And in certain scenarios, I realized maybe it's better to not like say
Mhm.
things
Oh,
and keep
yeah.
and preserve my energy.
Mhm.
And it was super
That's
interesting
so
because
true.
it's like you don't always have to give your input.
Mhm.
Me talking for 47 minutes and giving my input on everything, but like you don't
That's what we're all about on the
like
fact
the
that.
podcast is different. But like you don't always have to argue with people that drain your energy. And
Yeah.
I mean, I recently came to contact with a person that was a little close-minded, and that person
Okay.
kept on kind of saying how they felt,
Mhm.
and blocking out, you know, everything else. And it was interesting because at that point I was like, I can fully engage on a conflict, or not a conflict, but like engage in a conversation where I know it can lead to a conflict, or I can kind of refract, or like what's the word, like retain myself from actually
Yeah.
saying something and preserving that energy.
Mhm.
And that gave me so much power in that minute because I was like, this person, I'm just losing the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And this person is not open to change.
Mhm.
So what I
Mm.
wanted to share is that like it's super important to first of all be able to read people in that situation, be like, is it worth it?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is it actually worth it
Yeah.
for me to engage?
Mhm.
And then another point where I was like, I was talking and that person was like, you can always try to find the point of similarity, like try to understand their world instead of always
Mhm.
projecting your world.
Mhm.
Also, this turning into an Oprah Soul series.
I love
But
it.
like, stop projecting your world and trying
Yeah.
to make them convinced, and
Mhm.
literally try to question them and be like, okay, so why do you feel this way? Like,
Mhm.
okay, that's interesting. How come that's the way you look at the situation, and really understand where they're coming from? Because initially,
Absolutely. Yeah.
because we project so much, and in
Mhm.
that projection comes that kind of defense of like, you know, like a little bit of friction and like, might lead to conflict. So that was super interesting, and finding the point of similarity and being like, okay, well, that's their goal, and that's why they're saying, that's why their point of view is in this way. And it's like, you feel open and you feel like love for them. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes, I think that's actually a very good point that, like, not just in a conflict, but also when it comes to, like, in general, sharing opinion, may it be a hot topic or not, that you just, like,
Right.
try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and in the
Yeah.
other person's perspective and just try to look at things from that way, which doesn't mean ultimately that you need to, like, be of the same opinion afterwards, but like just to like broaden your horizon on like looking on things from a different perspective that maybe has not been like on your agenda before. But I think that's actually a lesson of the week that really is quite the important one, honestly.
Yeah.
But like it really just elevated like the conflict resolution part where I was like, I'm fully trying to understand this person. Like I'm not in a state of defense. I'm not in a state of like, why do you feel this way? Like this is how I feel. But now it's like, okay, so this is how you feel. Maybe they had an original goal of like it wasn't bad intent. And like for me, I just look at it from the lens of love. Like I just look at them and
Dude,
like
blast them with love.
exactly.
Honestly, I feel like there's like
exactly
such a freedom to learn or to understand when to give out your energy because you have like only so much energy in yourself and like around you. And also I feel like, which shout out to my grandma, she taught me this. Don't take anything personally because anything coming from somebody else is most of the time a reflection of them. So even if like obviously we love also hearing positive things or like somebody reaffirming our beliefs, we love hearing that way more than like conflict, but to also learn to not take that personally because otherwise you value like your self-image on like, okay, this person today told me I'm beautiful, but this person was like, you look like trash, and then you keep basing like your perception of yourself on the outside instead of being like, hey,
I fully agree. Fully.
Absolutely.
Because it's interesting. It's super like exactly what you're saying. Also, my dad taught me this the other day. He's like a spiritual guru. He was like, try to remain neutral in certain situations in life. Don't try to be too happy because that can lead to extreme sadness. Of course, being happy is great, but keeping that balance is really crucial. Because if you're constantly like up and down, it's so easy to be extremely sad, so easy to be try to, exactly like Emma's saying too, like even if they're positively like reaffirming you, try to take it with gratitude, but also like not too personally, you know what I mean? Like sure, that's cool, but like at the same time, know your worth. And once you know your worth as a person, these things can obviously make you feel good, but at the same time, because you're solid in yourself, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Also, like, that turned into a deep talk. But yeah, I mean, that was what I learned, and it was super interesting. And I want to do like development talks like on this pod or like spiritual, like a little bit of input because I honestly feel like it could help a lot of people.
Also, if like anybody listening, what's up, guys? Hope you're still listening. We would love also some input on what we should talk about. In like also kind of those deep topics or struggling with COVID or anxiety.
Yes, that's something I think we should definitely pick up either way. That we discuss like living through pandemic, darkness outside early, that we like give people a bit of hope, bit of like push on like maybe tools they can use in order to not feel less lonely. But I reckon that's something we could maybe catch up in another episode. Let's just keep it open.
Who knows?
Us being through like so much anxiety and being like, we need to talk about it. But it was rough. It was rough, I think, for all of us. But I think we can bring light to it and like our lessons that we've learned. So I think we can call it a day.
Yes, absolutely. It's an amazing lesson we ended up on the episode on. Plug us on Instagram, the fact that official, Twitter, the fact that score. We are absolutely stoked to hear about your opinions, your feedback. So hit us up with everything you have, and wishing you a blessed week, guys.
Have a great week. Take the message. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
What's up, guys? It's Emma here. Thank you for listening to our episode. Sadly, there were some sound glitches on my part, but in the words of Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect. Yeah. So I had to re-record some new things, and I just want to say, if one of you works at Netflix, this is my audition soundtrack. Go. I love how we're like, everybody pick one answer. You're always supposed to wear sunscreen. I feel like that should be the new episode. Your Patronus? Guys.
Fact that like you're just recording that in your room as if like that's the first time you're saying that is so funny to me. And I mean I support it.